Well, it begins. It begins. Yes, as the intro confirmed, Weave here. Weedy. Is indeed a sister. A very young, very small sister, which is very unusual, considering the size difference in sprites. And the fact we were but an... It says infant, but I'd say toddler. At most. When Father disappeared. When Guy disappeared. And the AI, the player, the NPCs, do actually have various locations they can be at and say various silly things. Like that lady drawing water from the well. Bells of happiness. A sun bell, a lake bell, and a wind bell. A souvenir. Another side quest. And we have exactly all our things. Our sadly cursed Iron Song Sword. I'm wondering... I don't think anything can remove a curse. At least not that I'm aware of offhand. So into the tower! And we will instantly... Right, we don't eat it, we give it. Give that to... Octo! He is now of wind. He is now a wind octopus. Wind octopus. Wind octopus. I think Bloom will have just better stats overall. And of course their colors got mixed up. Here we go. Now everyone's in their right positions. See, that's one thing that these layouts do, is they occasionally give you here, it's like, the elevator could be, he should be here, but it's not. Pulse Cut. The names are very, very good. I enjoy the names. Oh, and now we're asleep. Which turns past automatically at that point. Penny, Bronzos, Ruses. Bloom will eventually level up. Sand, sand, more sand. More Bronzios. Maza seeds. Actually, very... Had no effect. That's sad. And what do we have? Just a regular one. We're not gonna be able to check the other swords, I don't believe. No, we can? Huh. I'm not sure what Curse does then. Ah, some basic Bronzios. Ugh. That's not even helpful. Octo, now level 7. We know that it's cursed. Maybe you had to... I had to... manually equip it? In order for the curse to kick in? That would be unusual. But, not surprising. How dare you attack poor Bloom there? That was rude. Ooh, Seal Wand. That's actually pretty good. Pretty good, actually. A pretty good wand. Which means it sells for a good amount. No, Bloom, how dare you turn into a frog? That was rude. And very impolite, and various other forms of impoliteness. So many pennies. Ooh, a Zone Seed. So apparently I have to manually equip the sword. Okay. We recover from confusion. Easier to produce critical hits. That lowers attack power when ingested. That actually has some uses. If you throw it at something, they have to eat it. It's a rule. It's a very unspoken rule, but it is a rule nonetheless. Ooh, a Fire Ray. Well, these are basic weapons. Not needed. Basic Bronzios. Eggs are always worth something. They're always worth picking up, at least. And Bloom gets his first level. Congratulations, Bloom. Wind Gem. Now, there are a variety of gems, actually. Even though those are technically crystals. And they do various things. They're not all like the wind that just sends you back. They have uses. A great number of uses. Death to the Catawumps. Now, which one of these? Any of these useful? No. In which case, get rid of them. Because basic oak leaves are not worth anything to speak of. Remember the goal. The goal is to raise money, do things, and encounter Selfie again. Hello, Selfie. Now, here, since, we have choices. Or it could be that, without her brother here, she's noticing that, her brother is a bit of the problem with the influence on her. At least as far as I'm aware. We'll see when we get to the much more expanded PlayStation version sometime later. It will be several weeks, possibly even years, before we finally get to see the joyous PS1 version. Star Spec. What is that? That is not what I wanted. Okay, the view of the current floor. Medi-herbs. Medi-herbs are really only handy if you're attacking something far more powerful than you. Otherwise, they're pretty useless, to be honest. Just nothing really has any way of hurting you. It's always hard to tell where the exit is. I'm pretty sure we passed it at this point. Like, almost guaranteed we passed it. Come, Mactos and Bloom. Ooh, a Lumiseed. Good job, Bloom. There we go. You're proving yourself useful. Okay, and what's a Lumiseed? Oh. Fire plant? Fire plant. And wind octopus. Fire plant. Yes. Wind octopus. Unfortunately, poor Octos there is losing MP and has significantly less MP than poor Bloom here. I don't foresee that changing. It could be also invoking technically costs more than attacking directly. Because attacking directly only costs MP when you attack. And since I invoke more than I have them attack. A Vivaray. Interesting. Ooh, a shield. What do we have? A Dubseed. Skin Deep. Die, catawumps! Oh, you stupid catawumps. Mushrooms. Ah. It's all about finding the correct route. Fireball! Die! Normal water octos. And now a catawump. See, this is why it's not really important to have a great weapon. Just the added bonuses of the strength of your monsters is just phenomenal. And it only gets better the stronger they get, so there is that as well. Continuing to climb, floor 5. No one's here. No one's greeted us yet. Ooh, a seed. A pharaoh seed. I believe that turns them to water. Okay, and what's our status? 14. He was getting a little low anyway. Oh, that increases attack power. That instantly goes on Bloom. I know there are each element abilities. Bloom. We've lost Bloom. Poor Bloom. He's all alone. He could die. Go Bloom! He killed an Octos! All on his own. How quickly they grow up! No, but in all seriousness, that's what they make the elf reins for. Because otherwise they sometimes just kind of wander off like that. I don't know why. It's just a little frustrating. And we continue to grow in strength. Those stairs have to be around here somewhere. And Bloom comes with us. Oh, finally. Something we can get some money off of. An orb. It's a weak orb. I believe those are not particularly good. But we only need one wind gem. And the sword grows stronger every time. I believe that was another Iron Song. Go Bloom! You attack that mushroom. And now, it runs away. Right to us. Boom! That is what is useful about the abilities. which I believe by fusing monsters you can combine abilities like that, even though the monsters themselves are of the fairly small variety, if I were perfectly honest, that are available. I've always liked, however, the Gennies having those 3 holes in the back of their head. Kinda looks like a face. I don't think there were actually not a lot of items on this floor at all. I guess that makes up for all the money on the early floor. Nocto's now level 8. Well, it's time to get out of here. If you're having a particularly hard time with the floor, feathers can always make things either easier or worse. We're currently not strong enough to one-shot the enemies anymore. That's not, that's pretty normal, actually. There's that seed, though. Yeah, we don't need that. Oh, a masa seed. That's... Again, masa seeds are very good. And pulse cuts paralyzes. Doing work. Let's see, how much further do you have to go, Bloom? Bloom has a while to go. And again, since it's not discrete numbers, it's rather hard to tell. Yeah, he needs that level. We all kind of need levels. Nothing useful there, as far as I can tell. Invoking the pulse cut. Bloom may not be a pretty good frontline fighter. We may need to retire him from frontline work. Although he does it... Oh, yeah, he's most definitely not cut out for frontline work. That's sad. However, the noises are no problem for us. We don't have any way to recover MP, so this could get dicey. Quick. I meant to turn and attack you, thank you. Yeah, we don't have anything. Come on, paralysis! Yes! Yes. Good, 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 good. Though the fact we still haven't found the way up is a little concerning. We were already here, weren't we? Yes, we were. Getting close to that point of no return. Which is level 10-ish. A fort seed, I believe that's a fortitude? Yeah, defensive power. That would actually be good for Bloom. We had a way to revive him. Which there are ways to do. Actually, what would be really good is to get one of these flames. They have some very unique sprites for when you turn them into water and wind forms. It's not just a recolor, it is an entirely separate sprite. In fact, I believe they even go by separate names. Yeah, the ice one is a tundra. And I forget what the wind one is called, but it's probably something to do with like a tornado or something like that. Another Bronzeo, but that's likely a fairly strong Bronzeo. So it might be worth picking up. Maybe. A Tova seed. What's a Tova again? Luck. Well, once again, it's mainly weapons and orbs where the money comes from. A burn seed, not helpful. A sea seed, that turns everything into water. Well, if that's the case... No, 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 no! You do not hurt poor Octo. That is mean. Oh no. Not Octo. Haha! Take this! He's nearly dead. success. Now, if only we could find some flame eggs. If only. Floor 9. But probably at the extent of where we want to go with our current monster setup. Although with another Vit Seed, we could. A little surrounded. Fortunately, Pulse Cut makes us reasonably powerful. And again, the paralysis is doing work. Ooh. That's a weapon. That's a weapon we can't equip, actually. Come on, can I please get a Flame Seed? I just really want a Tundra just because I can. Oh, come on. There we go. Yes, and even Octo gets a level. Perfect. Once again, very light on loot. That was very rude. How dare you? Well, but this run's not going to be very helpful. At least not money-wise. Not in the least. Invoke your salamander all you want, Flame. It's not gonna kill me. My shield is just too much for you. Continuing up. You know, if we encounter Gosh, it'd be a good idea to fight him. If we find him. It's never a guarantee. Now, Florent is just a straight-up better shield. And it is just a regular shield. And Nolibaz. We haven't seen these guys before. They're a bit ugly. They're basically a ditto. Still no eggs, just the early cutesies. Or even a troll egg would be good. At least then I could use that tomahawk and create an axe troll, or whatever they're called. So devoid of every item. Come now, Octos, we are leaving. Okay, and what kind of skills does Octos have? He could blind. Sadly, he only has water reflecting projectiles. There aren't actually that many water enemies. It's a little awkward. Seriously, you survived by the skin of your teeth. Oh, nothing for it but continuing on up. Oh. Floor 11. No fighting Gosh. Well, there's probably better loot on this floor for Lucky. It's always about pushing your luck. Ah, sand. Blue sand. That could be good. What to give up? What's your status, Octos? You're almost out of MP. Here. Have a seed. Yes, it is now stronger. Sadly, Arbloom is not around anymore. This is a sad, sad state of affairs. He got knocked out in the early rounds. But we're staying on level curve. Or at least Ko is. I don't think any of the monsters are. Octos isn't. Ah, more pennies. Some enemies are just slightly stronger. I mean, that one had 1 HP more, I'm willing to bet. And now the balloons get to die. Good. Those guys are a bit of a pain. Oh, another Florent. And since we have just a basic skin deep, get rid of it. And let's see what this other Florent is. It is a +10. Oh, that is nice. A +10 Florent is almost worth selling. We'll see what it actually is worth when we get back to town. We're gonna try and hit. I think we're gonna try and shoot for floor 15. Yeah, we're gonna try and shoot for floor 15. The loot just is too tempting. Let's just go. You. It'll make me feel even less sicker, gosh. Okay, let's fight him. Okay, what can we do? Weapon made for trolls. He's pretty strong. Ah, but we can paralyze him. That'll come in very handy. We beat him! Yes, he does keep track too. Or if you have a spare wind gem, you can always throw it at him and end his run. That's always fun to do, just like, whomp, bye-bye. The tactics you can have, it's just a little funny. Ah, Submar. Don't attack my Octos. You're rude. You living submarine with a mouth. And mainly, that is one of the more potent things about having a Submar on your side. Is just the dive and attack. It's like, and they sneak up on the enemy and just whomp. And actually, they have some pretty unique invocation spells. I mean, they are rather awesome. Cause that's what I took to the end game, was a wind. The end game, when I beat it, was a wind Submar. It was it was brilliant. It's basically it's 2 eggs. Do I have the room? Oh, Gold Eye is useless. An egg. Well, Bronzios are normally not very good. Okay, so 2 eggs. What did we get? We got a zebra and a splotchy. We'll have to see what those are later, once we get out of here. One of those might be worth hatching. Both of them might be. Which means we need to hit 10,000, which means we need like a 5,000 gold run. The flame sheep and the wind reapers. These guys can be a bit of a pain. I don't remember why, but yeah, because they actually start to hurt. Out of all the enemies, they start to hurt. Oh, another egg too. I don't think we're not gonna need a feather. And what do we have? 2 splotchies and a zebra. It's not bad. Eventually we'll stop finding pennies and find like dimes and gold. And apparently that's a volcano. A sheep is a volcano. I'm really appreciating the paralysis. I don't recall it being so useful. But then again, I never did have a wind Octos. So, I mean, there are status effects associated with, I think, all 3 elements. But I could not tell you what they all are. Because wind is paralysis, I believe water is sleep, and I have no idea what fire is. I think we'll be able to hit floor 15, no problem. No! How dare you! Those were really good equipment, now they're just slightly worse equipment. Continuing up. That was very, very wrong. Very rude. No. Oh. There was no way to avoid that one. Another Bronzio, but this Bronzio is going to be worth picking up. Yeah, this Bronzio is going to be worth the, getting rid of Cutesy. And the higher... Oh, an orb, too. An orb. Oh, an orb. Medi-herb, go away. Oh, a fire orb, too. There's an axe troll. Die! A tom troll. They still can't even penetrate our defenses. That's what happens when you give a troll a tomahawk. They become a tom troll. Anything else? Luckily a trap did not work. Still pennies. Soil claws. There we go, there's a fire gem. Evil bells. And another... Oh. Or out of herbs. Ooh, rose wand. I believe that's gonna be handy. We're just gonna take a peek up 1 floor and see what goes on. There might be an item that's useful up there. But we are already batting really close to being possibly out of our league here. But once again, that paralysis is just, oh. 1 more floor. Floor 16. Oh, hello! Hi, Marison. The 13th floor, you say? What man? A sorcerer-looking fellow. Red eyes. You definitely couldn't be wearing glasses to cover that up, Marzi, could you? See, there's a tundra. There's a water flame. And kraken! I told you they existed. They are tundras! And well, we have the HP for it. We're just kind of in the wrong set of the elemental triangle. And maybe a little underleveled. That was definitely elemental weaknesses being a problem. Yeah, soil claws are very similar to Submars, just not as cool. They're kind of cool, but they're not cool. And mainly, however, the Nules, those things are cool. I mean, just look at that, the boxing gloves in front. Almost pompadour-like thing on top of its head. They're just, ooh, they're good. Barongs, on the other hand, are just frightening. Just look at that horrible face. Just frightening. And there was no loot to speak of on this floor. Just a wind gem. Well, we have 2 orbs, 2 shields, 3 wands, and hopefully a replacement for the Iron Song blade we have. So, plus we have a bunch of eggs. And a sea seed. Well, it's time to get out of here. Mr. Tonka! Ah, yes, the game subtly prompting you. Go take a look. As said earlier, always say yes. Because you always get a free Vit Seed. Let's open the safe. Yes. Specifically, okay, so we have a Bronzino 10. And an 8 and a 9. That's good. And a Daymare. And a Volcano. Ooh. Okay, we only have the 4 beds, unfortunately. So, we're gonna store the eggs in the safe. Because we want to save one of those 2. If only because they're good for fusion fodder, if nothing else. Okay. Let's go sell off our spare eggs. I'm here to sell. Yes, it is an egg. Oh, Daymares are really expensive. Relatively, anyway. We could sell Bloom, but eggs are more expensive. And what do we got? $7.50. Well, let's see what you have. Some nice monsters. Okay, he's got trolls. He does have trolls in there. They all start at level 1, unfortunately. That and we don't have any extra beds in the stable. So that is something we have to do. Go talk to Mr. Tonka after we sell our items. Hey, Fur. You get to buy my stuff. The Bronzino, the Iron Song. Okay, those aren't worth much. The orbs are... And the Tomahawk. There we go. That's even 10,000. And we never need to buy anything from him, so it's just sell to him. Sell, sell, sell. I wonder where Nico is standing today. Ah, there she is. Don't worry, Nico. We'll have money soon. Oh, what do you want? Yeah, okay, you help with that fundraising then. Oh, no one's in at the estate. I love that sign, too. I'm just looking at it. Beer! Just beer! As if you didn't know what that was already. Okay, now what do you have for us? Looking busy as usual, yeah. And he has... nothing really. Anyway, it's a good way to tell the approximate equivalency of items based on how much they sell for. So that Bronzino could have maybe replaced our current blade, but not really necessary. 10,000. Go for it. See, everything I saw said he's supposed to give you a discount, but he doesn't. Or at least he hasn't yet. What is a river? We're just a little shy of 1,000. Well, we have a space. We have space. We could bring along... Let's bring along Cyclone, buddy. Yeah, let's bring along Cyclone. Cune can wait in there, for a little bit at least. Sadly, there's no way to reorganize your items aside from talking to Mother. And before we enter, let's take a little break. We'll be back in a couple. Yeah, 800 right there. Yeah, we'll be back in a couple.